The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the hosts are for entertainment purposes only and do not necessarily reflect those of RJV Media Lab, Inc., its affiliates, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Them boys, they cutting up. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Cutting up. Them boys, they cutting up.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and gals.
I say ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
How y'all doing?
How y'all doing, man? Everything's well. C-Murda.
What's happening? How y'all doing?
Everything good, man.
Lovely.
Fantastic, man.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Blessed and highly favored.
As you should be.
Every day and twice on Sunday.
You know what I'm saying?
Tabernacle.
Yeah.
How was your weekend, brothers?
Oh, man.
It was a busy weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine was really chill, though. They ain't really do much.
Man, pretty much chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chill.
Pretty much chill.
Y'all do Christmas shopping?
Hell no.
Christmas?
Nah.
Really, though?
Hell
I'm
no.
a last minute shopper.
For real?
Always have.
I'm
I always have been.
I'm gonna get it out the way shopper because I'm like, it's like
I gotta get better.
I gotta get out, and I wasn't like that.
Here.
I wasn't always like that. I was like late. I'm talking about, bro. I'm talking about 22nd.
Yeah.
But what keep me out of see my mama's birthday on the 20th.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it pushes me up a little bit. So it give me a week out, but I can get to the point where I'm like, all right, let me get that out the way because I started to hate the crowd.
Yeah.
The traffic is ridiculous. So
It
I said, let me
is.
get
It
that out of the way and be good. Yes, sir.
What y'all want to get into, man?
We get into a little entertainment.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Allegedly.
Yeah. How you feel, C-Murda, about the allegations going on about
Allegations.
Jigga, man?
Allegations.
This ain't like the first time, but this seems to be like the most
concrete.
Yeah, and publicized. And like
So
somebody really going after him.
So is it one victim, multiple victims?
One that I heard of.
So the victim, from what I've read, I'm not all the way researched on this, but the victim allegedly first tied herself to Diddy and then made claims that Jay-Z was a part of it as well.
Now, I did see a clip one time of like Diddy and allegedly Diddy being in like a room, and the room was like kids, you know, multiple races. I think they looked like they between maybe 10 and maybe 15 years old, and and Diddy's coming out of the room and he's greeting him, or either he's back or vice versa, and he's going in the room. You know what I mean?
I think he's coming out of the room.
And Diddy's coming in. Yeah, something like that. You know what I mean?
You know what's even weirder about that? They've kind of pinpointed that that one of the girls had like heels on.
You see what I'm saying? And so I
couldn't really like make it, but they had a solid claim. It looked like it.
And I ain't gonna lie, see me, I didn't hear about the alleged claims until after I saw the video.
The girl
and I had to went back and look at the video.
13 at the time, too.
Yeah.
But you know, there's a whole bunch, words about the Foxy Brown thing and the Leah thing. And, bro, like I said, in so many ways, we saw it. And I guess I looked past this part for a long time. And I'm going to bring it up in a movie. So y'all remember Belly, right? So do anybody remember the underage sexual thing that went on in that movie?
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
I don't.
I do.
Let me. So you don't remember DMX getting head in that movie?
I don't remember Belly. I've probably seen Belly one solid time.
So let me give you the understanding of what it is. Yeah. All right. So DMX was messing with a chick, supposedly, you know what I mean, allegedly in the movie. And somehow I think Keisha was the girl, called her, or they got on the phone or something like that. And you know DMX with in the movie with 35, 40 or something like that. And she started saying something like, yeah, I've been knowing him for years. He taught me how to tongue kiss and everything. Now, mind you not, she can't be with about 15 because you look in the background, it's all type of fluffy toys. It's all pink and everything. And in the movie, she gives him head while he's on the phone with his girlfriend. And then I never even noticed it until somebody else was like, man, he'll do it in your face and you won't even pay no attention to it.
Sure.
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah.
Until later on, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Yeah. But he did put out a statement, Jay-Z.
What's the statement?
It was to the lawyer who's attached to it, basically saying, hey, you're misrepresenting me. You will not get one red cent out of me.
Which lawyer? The lawyer who's
Tony Busby.
He's the prosecuting lawyer?
He's the civil lawyer.
He's the prosecuting lawyer for the girl.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna say this right here. If he ain't do nothing, or if they don't have any viable proof for it, he probably right. They ain't gonna get nothing from it. But bro, you better pay them folks. You better do something or your ass going to jail. Quick.
Well, I hope that they have something.
I gotta have something, bro.
For them to come out like this. You know what I'm saying? When you come out and attack somebody.
How long ago was it? Y'all know?
Well, they claim it was in 2000 at a 13-year-old girl with Diddy in 2000 as outlined in the civil lawsuit.
So we talking about
and
somebody...
Jay-Z was basically saying, what you are claiming is criminal.
Oh, no,
so you should be coming after me in a criminal manner if that is the case.
But I think in reference to that part, if I'm not mistaken, the statute of limitations has actually lapsed on that one. Because so I think it's maybe 7 years on that one, maybe 7 to 10 years. I may probably mistaken.
So it's all about
it's all about the money and the and the valuable ways right there. Because you can't do anything. That's 20 years. We're talking about somebody who was 12 then, who's 37 now. You know what I'm saying? She's about 40 years old. Yeah. So I think the statute of limitations on that has probably well past it. So this is the only way they can
they
attack
had
it.
a rule last year. That's kind of how the Cassie situation. They had to put it in before a certain time,
right? Because the statutes will go out.
Was going out, yeah.
Right.
So.
I think the statutes don't go out for it was murder. So like murder, you can no matter how long ago because you get through that. But.
For sure. But
so, what's your thoughts on it, man? My thoughts on it is, am I surprised? Nope. Will it be more? Yep. Will they start to get more credible as they come? When other people who are still there and still have evidence of this gets confidence enough to come out, yes. We're just going to have to see how long it takes.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, moving right along. Unless you got any you got any hitters for?
Not at the moment. Let's push forward.
All right. Well, let's move right along into some sports. First and foremost,
big ups
to the Parker Thunder and Herd.
West Side.
8th Avenue's fine.
Best believe it, beaving brother band.
Birmingham's fine.
Yeah, unfortunately, guys, I wasn't able to make it because it was colder than the motherfucker outside. Hawk was disrespecting everything upon your body. Hawk was not caring about your jacket, underdrawers, hoodie, toboggan, if you want to call it, my boy. Wasn't finna get in the wind bowl. But I definitely watched it. And also big ups to the Auburn commit. Big Jordan. 0. Boy, they ripped the damn boy jerseys off. But like he had a Walmart smock on. I ain't bullshitting you. Bro, I promise you, bro, you can see everything, bro. But
too small?
I don't know if it was too small or he was too ballin'. He got MVP. Okay. So, for a defensive player to get an MVP, you definitely had to have a standout performance, and he damn sure did. You know what I mean? So, only thing I wish that with that offense, man, was what I was kind of disappointed in is the efficiency of the offense. I think we won that pure athletically. You know what I'm saying? Because if you watch the game, you'll see, like I like number 5, good running back. A little smaller in stature than some of the running backs that you see that's like every down back. They don't throw the ball much. You know what I mean? It's not like a up and down the field throwing. And it took for him to put your cornerback in to kind of get the offensive jolt. You know what I mean? So, cause like the first 2 touchdowns, like Alpha scored first 2 touchdowns. Cause they kind of got bogged down in the first half, like in the first half before the first touchdown in the red zone. So they put Alpha in first touchdown. So that's the only thing. I definitely think he's a good coach, and relevant to being able to get out the best of what he think he had. I don't know if nobody else can throw the ball out there, but couldn't have been if they was just the way to run the offense, the way it architect out. Like I say, they only gonna trust you enough of what they think you can do. And that's why the offense is called what they call. But it's still a good performance. Still big up to him though, man. Defense definitely had today.
Now, let's move on to a little college football.
All right, players.
We got
week 3 has commenced, and the bracket is out.
Let's roll through the championship games first. We had SMU losing to Clemson. We had Georgia beating Texas.
Yeah.
We had Oregon beating Penn State.
Yeah.
Then we had
what was the last one?
Boise
Arizona State beating
Arizona.
Iowa State.
Yeah, and
big out to Scatterboo, boy. Big Scatterboo.
Yeah.
Who ain't Scatterboo?
And Boise State.
Yeah, but I forgot Boise State played Tulane. Was it Tulane?
No, because Tulane got drugged by Army.
Yeah, was that?
But yeah.
Yeah, besides point. But big up to Scatterboo.
Yeah.
Rest up, you know what I mean? So what was your I guess go either way, your best performance or
my best performance
or your biggest disappointment?
I'll do both.
Okay.
Since you did that.
Bet.
My best performance definitely would be Scatterboo.
Scatterboo, big ups.
You know what I'm saying? I think he's one of the best running backs in the country. He doesn't get a lot of shine because of where they are.
You don't see him.
But I've seen him a couple of times.
Maybe
That's how I know about him.
You know what I'm saying?
But he's just as good, in my opinion, as old boy at Boise State.
He's just not as flashy. He don't do the jump cuts. You know what I mean?
That's what I love.
You know what I'm saying? He's just like he like a little bit of Mike Allstott.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's who he remind me of when I see Fowler with the neck roll, dog.
Peyton Hillis.
You feel me?
Yeah, one cut straight in.
Down the hill, baby. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, Christian Okoye type motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he definitely balled. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You don't see that much in football because you got a lot of running backs who are more finesse.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, you'll see a stiff arm in a truck every now and then, but that's
juke moves and speed, baby.
I mean, that's just mainly grown folk action in NFL. But
no doubt.
Yeah, that's I got to give this Scatterboo, but biggest disappointment, definitely Texas.
Ooh. Why you say that?
Because, man, like, you know, for me, I understand that this might have been your first SEC championship game, and in my opinion, the SEC has a bigger spotlight, you understand, than the Big 12 did.
Right.
You know, the Big 12, no disrespect to them, they do what they do, but I think that was more or less of whoever came and if they had a big following. SEC is full of pageantry to the point where everybody is going to show up and show out. You know what I'm saying? So I heard a lot of people saying that it was a home game for Georgia, basically, but my thing is that's an excuse because I know a couple of teams that have beat Georgia in the SEC championship game, and it was split half and half. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so and I don't think that was the case. I think it was split half and half, so it wasn't a home field advantage. I just think that the players themselves nutted up. I don't think it was nothing wrong with the play call, and some plays were suspect. I can remember them being in the red zone a couple of times and just going for the end zone instead of just getting that last first down to get closer. You know, you going for all of it. Then next thing you know, you got to get this 3rd and 10. You feel what it's like? What are you doing? You know, do what you're doing all year long, a good mixture of run and pass to everybody. So I mean, you know, I don't know if it was the coaching staff. I don't know if it was the players. Well, I know the players had something to do with it because they had a lot of penalties.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. A
lot of penalties.
I would and that's usually not as marred as it usually be in a big conference game. It's usually that big of a gap.
Right.
So you know, even what's his name, Sarkisian said something about it to the reporter at halftime. And they said something about you had so many penalties. He was like, man, I hope they'll call some on them because at that point, I think it ended up being like 12-6, 12-11-5 or something like that in reference to the penalties called, you know, on Texas to Georgia.
Right.
I don't know, man. I guess you know it's still hard to beat the team twice, but.
It's kind of hard for the refs to throw a flag, though, when you're playing so finesse. You know, you got another team that's playing all physical and
because they can't beat them
full
up front.
speed.
They got to play a little finesse ball and try to get them out of position because you're not going to go just straight at them. You're not physically in your roster. You're not ready yet. That's why, because you saw how the first one, they went straight at them. We saw how that shit ended. You know what I mean? So then they had to come out with another plan. Like, okay, let's see if we can fix this. Let's see if we can go around the building to get to the back of it. You know what I mean? Instead of going straight through it.
Now, the other stuff, I was pulling for SMU so we can have a legitimate shot at getting in, but deep down in my heart, I knew SMU hasn't been on this big of a stage
I just figured that
in a long time. And hey, they had a lot of penalties. They had a lot of turnovers.
They got behind.
Hell, the first series of the game for SMU, the quarterback fumbled. You know what I'm saying?
He's small,
strip
too.
fumble.
He kind of small. You know what I mean?
He's good though.
He's good though. He really good.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? So,
but either way it go, I mean, I expected everything else. I expected Arizona State to win because
they just a better team.
And then on top of that, it's like Scatterboo and that front line.
This is gonna dog you.
It's gonna wear you down after a while.
But if all thing you gotta do is just stay in front of them. You can, but most of them in that conference can't. So
it's easier said than done because even when you stand in front of them, like it's gonna wear you down.
Can you tackle him? Because they can't tackle him.
Yeah, he big and wide. So
you know what I'm saying. So, but you know, good weekend. You know,
give us the rundown on the actual brackets.
Okay, so bracket would be first round. You got 12 against what's Texas 5?
Yeah, Texas is 5.
Yeah.
Arizona. I can't really read how this is going.
All right, you got Texas 12. I mean Clemson 12, Texas 5 first round. All these games are the 20th to the 21st of December. You got Tennessee 9, Ohio State 8.
Okay.
You got SMU 11, 6 Penn State.
Yep.
Indiana 10, Notre Dame 7. Then you have the second round will start on the New Year's Eve to New Year's Day. Those teams will be Arizona at 4, Oregon at 1, and that'll be the Peach Bowl for Arizona State, Rose Bowl for Oregon at 1, Fiesta Bowl for Boise State at 3, and the Sugar Bowl for Georgia at 2. Who you got? What you think, my brother? By me, I think the bracket is kind of top heavy because that bottom bracket what Georgia has a lot of the teams that I feel like hadn't played in this type of atmosphere or these type of big games like SMU. You just brought that up.
Okay.
Boise State and Indiana.
Who's in it from the SEC? Georgia and
Georgia,
Texas,
and Texas,
Tennessee, and Georgia. So Georgia got the easy path because I did a bracket myself, and this is what I feel like is gonna go. Okay, I think Texas, of course, beat Clemson first round. Believe it or not, I believe that Ohio State are pissed off about the whole situation. And I'm gonna just be honest, that was my pick. And this has nothing to do with being my pick, but it was my pick. I'm gonna say that too. But I believe Tennessee starts off too slow. And I do think Ohio State takes them out, move on to the second round. SMU, Penn State, I just believe Penn State is going to play better. SMU is just not ready. Good start of the season.
See, that's where my heart going to come in at.
What you got?
But go ahead.
All right, so I got Penn State going out of there. Second, last game, I got Indiana beating Notre Dame. I just don't like Notre Dame. I don't think they need to be there because you didn't win the conference. So Indiana, go Hoosiers. Second round after that, Texas, I believe Scatterboo, a great run, bro, but I think it comes up short here because I do believe Texas is physically enough in front that can actually slow you down and force you to throw, which you can't. And boom, Texas moves on from there. I believe that sets up the matchup for a rematch between Ohio State and Oregon. And I believe Ohio State dog walks Oregon. I believe that Ryan Day saves his job.
But see, that's where I say my feelings come in, right?
Oh, and what? What you mean?
Cuz
What your feelings said?
I'm thinking not only is it going to be some more fuel added to the fire, it's going to be some diesel.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking Tennessee is going to beat Ohio State. Now, that's just my heart of all hearts.
Is that the SEC hard?
But I'm just saying, like, Tennessee.
Is that the SEC hard?
Tennessee.
C-Murda, that sounds like an SEC hard
team.
Yeah.
I said great team.
When their quarterback is healthy. And he should be healthy for this game. You know what I'm saying? At least everybody should be healthy to start.
Nobody's healthy. They just available to play because after you play 13 games in the SEC and the BT and ain't nobody healthy, you just everybody about 80%.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Everybody got some
be
bucks
that
on
as
it.
it may,
You know.
Rocky Top.
Ooh. I ain't gonna lie. I just believe that Tennessee's gonna start out slow, and the quarterback is my problem. That's why I'm going against him. I just don't think he's gonna be able to just sustain it. I just don't think it. Young quarterback, big, humongous lights. I think it's gonna be too bright.
Man, I told you. Jordan Ross. Big ups to you, my boy, straight out of Vestavia High, cut his hair. He is a Tennessee volunteer, so I got to pull for him, man.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Big Birmingham, let's do that.
Let's do that.
Okay, so next game, you got Penn State. I still think. Now, Penn State and
Penn State got?
Penn State and Boise State.
I got Boise State.
Now, on that one, I'm going to have to go Penn State on that one because my nigga, let me tell you something.
Mo Diesel on the fire.
Bruh, fuck
Franklin, and Ohio State all day.
Yeah.
Watch what I tell you now.
Bruh.
Both of them going to nut up in the first round.
Remember, whoever that dude who was number 11, you know, number 11 is kind of like the number 7 down there.
I understand.
Bro, that dude, there is a cool, boy, that boy a beast, bro, on everything, bro. I'm looking at him, they running counters and getting the ball out to the outside. Bro, he dive in, they get the ball out, boy, he still get to the ball before they get to the line. So, hey, you got to show me that.
It's going to be.
It's him against Edge.
It's going to be a very good game, in my opinion.
So I'm with y'all now.
I think that Boise State is a little bit more physical. That's just my opinion.
Hey, look. And everybody, with this, get in the comments. I want to see your picks. If you got a bracket, screenshot it, send it to me because I'm going to put mine. I want him to make out one, too, because I got mine. I'm going to put mine out there. You can see mine so y'all can see it.
There you go.
All right.
Give me
the last one, Indiana, Georgia. We ain't going to talk about it, Georgia. Let's go. Georgia, Indiana. I'm sorry. You just Indiana. Play basketball. All right. That brings you to the Final Four of Texas.
No, because it's one I didn't hear. Who SMU got somebody?
I told you Penn State beat. I got Penn State beating SMU. Yeah, we talked about that. That was the first round. I got Penn State beating SMU.
I don't even know about that one.
I know, bro. I'm just telling you, 11, bro. No.
Penn State, to me, ain't got no defense.
Shit. Bro, you got the, man, please, just do me one favor, bro.
But the teams that they had problems with, what did they do? They spreaded them out.
They're going to have to, though. But think about it.
But that's what SMU do.
But that's not what, but think about what, I understand that. But, bro, when they play tight, they're going to have to play tight because when they veer and their read is tight, it's not wide.
Man, you know what?
I'm still taking Penn State.
SMU versus Boise State.
Hell no.
I'm staying in the South.
Stay down there. Shit is hot. I'm going somewhere else. Fuck that. Okay, now to my final is Texas, Ohio State Texas versus Ohio State, Penn State versus Georgia.
Ohio State ain't gonna make it.
I believe because Texas.
Hey man, look, all of them ain't gonna be played on one day, right?
You got the first round.
They're gonna break this shit up. Right?
Yeah, the first round is within 2 days. So the first 2 rounds of the first 4 games, I think 2 of them are on the 20th, 2 of them are on the 21st December, of course.
3 of them on the 21st.
Okay. So it's between the 20th and the 21st. Then the other games are between the
31st and the
1st, and the championship is on the 12th. 12th or the 15th.
The championship is on the 20th.
20th. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got
January. January 20th.
Yeah. You going? See, do you remember how back in the day the championship used to be like on the 6th, BCS style? It never got this late. Just like the Super Bowl used to be in January. Hell, it's bad damn near Valentine's nowadays.
Yeah, it's February.
Yeah, it's February now.
Second week.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. It's
do it
about Valentine's.
around the Grammy time.
Yeah. But first it was around the New Year's. Same way, same thing. The Super Bowl will be the week after.
Well, I guess college took over like New Year's.
Yeah. Because they got an actual agreement. So why you don't see a lot of college games, NFL games coincide on the same day. That's why you see college has Saturday, they have Sunday. Actually had agreement to go back and get another day. That's how they end up with Monday.
But they do have one day
college
NFL.
They do have one day though.
They got that was recently. You know what I mean? That was like in the inception of the agreement on how because the NFL wanted a second day.
But they do have.
Remember Monday Night Football didn't always exist.
They still share a day though.
No.
It just
they share Thursday.
No. Well, I know that, but what I'm saying is they share Saturdays when the playoffs start because you're gonna have bowl games. But it just be split up where you have NFL up in the day and then the bowl.
That's what I mean. See, they share the days, but they'll never coincide at the same time.
It do happen, but it don't be on at the same time.
But I thought that Thursday night football has always been a thing.
Well, it's something that just started.
No. Thursday night football started with 90s.
I'm thinking about.
That's what I'm thinking. Like as long as I existed,
I'm thinking about Peacock, but yeah.
Okay.
They both been
about Amazon.
Well, yeah.
Where they got
they still
deal.
Yeah, you know.
But they still done had it on Thursday.
Monday because I think Monday came in the
But I think 80s, at one time. To be real, C-Murda, they had college football games on Friday night.
Still do.
I remember.
They still do.
So,
they still do. They start on Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
They kind of do that so it won't bump heads.
Because we had
saying?
football on from October. I forgot what day of October, all the way to November the 26th. We had football on every day.
Yeah.
From Monday through Sunday, every day. It stopped in the end of November.
But even still, it's still even out because you got a lot of people that don't like college football.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of people that
pro like that, and you got a lot of people that don't like college football like that.
So balances.
It still balances out. You know what I'm saying?
So Final Four, I got Ohio State beating Texas. I just don't trust Texas, and I believe Ryan Day knows that this is the way he saves his job. He can't beat Michigan, but damn it, if he can bring home a national, there ain't no way they find his ass. There ain't no damn way. So I think that's going to be that end. Georgia, Penn State. Get the fuck out of here, Penn State. You're fucking Penn State.
They ain't making the four.
So I got Ohio State, Georgia at the end, and I'm going to go with my pick in the beginning, man. I got Ohio State taking it all. Bro.
I really believe that these folk finna get what they want. And,
who you got?
And honestly, I don't see Georgia making the national championship game or Ohio State.
Give me why. What do you think they want? You said that you
No. I'm just saying, like, in a sense, they wanted to be more or less like March Madness.
Oh, this pure March Madness.
So the thing about March Madness is the upsets, right? So I think it's all about matchups. So
give me your upset. Give me your upset then.
Like, I really can't. The upset for me is I don't see Ohio State making it out of that gauntlet of SMU and Tennessee. Now they might.
Ohio State ain't got Ohio State up at the top.
Well, Ohio State got Tennessee.
Yeah, Ohio got Tennessee.
I don't see them beating Tennessee.
Well, I don't know, bro. I don't have no confidence in Tennessee quarterback, bro. He go in and he go out, and they can get to the quarterback, bro. That's the only thing, and they can man up on the outside and not have to bring no blitz.
But the thing about
I don't know, bro. Tennessee ain't been coming.
The thing about Ohio State is this: they showed me that they have problems with a team that's committed to the run.
Hell, everybody in their damn bracket do. The only team that ain't show vulnerability because they ain't got a damn loss is Oregon.
But that's the thing, though, bro. Think about it. Ohio State vulnerability is their quarterback. Tennessee has the better quarterback. And in my opinion, Tennessee is more battle tested.
I'm going to tell you no on that one. I'm going to tell you no. The only reason I'm going to tell
Tennessee,
you that.
Ohio State quarterback is the weak link, bro.
I think Will Howard's experience is going to outweigh his physical ability. Because, physical ability is great. But if you're too nervous to use it, you know what I mean? I think it kind of hurts.
We going to see. But
so, if it is an upset in the first round.
I see Tennessee having a nice balanced attack of running and passing. And I think the running attack, if they stay to it, open up like it did against Bama, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's going to make it easier because if you look at it, just by them attempting to run the ball the way they did, if the quarterback were able to connect on a lot of the passes that he was overthrowing, hell, that game might have been a blowout.
But we got a lot of that. Though.
Just talking football,
right,
you know what I mean?
But we know, just like talking football, we know that's across the board. Just like Jalen Miro, there's a lot of passes that if he had hit Ryan Williams, don't care, y'all might not even have a loss. So it'll go cross ways. You know what I'm saying? If an actual upset does happen in the first round, I believe it'll be the 10-7 matchup with Indiana and Notre Dame, just because I just don't like Notre Dame. Notre Dame, you just shouldn't be there.
I can see that too.
But I just think Indiana has the ability to play fast, play physical, and get up and down the field and put them where they're playing from behind.
The thing about that is this: Indiana is more one-dimensional. Their passing attack opens up their run.
That's a double dog.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, if their quarterback isn't able, if their receivers aren't able to get some type of separation on Notre Dame's defense, I think it's going to be a problem because I know they're not just going to line up and run the ball on Notre Dame. So
we'll see. It's going to be a good one.
C-Murda.
What's happening? What's that?
I'm gonna just run over one thing real quick. I'm just gonna run over the SEC, run over the SEC bowl lineups for all basically SEC's and little notable games.
Okay.
You got Florida and Tulane in the Gasparilla Bowl on the.
And make sure you get in the mic.
Okay.
You gotta move you.
On the 20th, we got Alabama, of course, and what is that? The Reliant.
Don't do us like that, man. We playing Michigan?
Yeah, and I'm going to go over some notable names of these bowls, man. I don't know if y'all looked over, but I went out a quick list, though.
Some sponsorship.
Yeah, it's some crazy-ass sponsorship.
Yeah, they just get money from everywhere.
Everywhere. All right, we got Arkansas, Texas Tech, December 27th, Liberty Bowl, ESPN. We got Texas A&M at USC. Well, and playing USC at 10:30. They playing a late-ass game. 10:30 at night, 27th on USPN. That's the Las Vegas Bowl. You got other notable bowl. You got Miami versus Iowa State. So that's two ranked teams. You got that on 3:30 on the 28th. That's the fucking Pop-Tart Bowl.
Pop-Tart. All right.
The fucking Pop.
That ain't the first one.
It ain't the first one? I thought that's the first time I saw that one.
Nah, because they had
for real?
I ain't mad at it.
I ain't mad at it, but goddamn.
Last year,
for real?
Yeah.
What is the Gridiron game? About that or something?
Huh?
What it is?
I don't know, but they had like actual Pop-Tart. That was the mascots.
Okay.
And they had different flavors that they came out with.
Just for the thing. That's right, though.
That's just marketing.
That's right. That's
marketing.
That's
all right, we got Coach Prime and BYU on the 28th, 7:30. Alamo Bowl, ABC, which you got Coach Prime. Big bowl game, though. But, man, big ups to Colorado still, bro, from going from 1 win to 4 wins to a bowl game, bro. So big up to Coach Prime, and I see y'all reloading, big things still to come. So keep going what you do. All right, we got South Carolina versus Illinois, two also ranked teams on the 31st, New Year's Eve, 3 o'clock. That is the Citrus Bowl. We got LSU on 31st, 3:30. That is the Texas Bowl, ESPN. Ole Miss with Duke on the 2nd, which is the Gator Bowl, ESPN. Oklahoma against Navy. I think Navy might get that shit. 3 p.m.
Really?
Yeah, I do. 3 p.m. on the 27th. That's the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. And we rounded out with that's what I'm saying, bro. You got Iowa versus Missouri on the 30th. That's the Trans Perfect Music City Bowl. That bro, no homo. I'm talking about pause, bro. So I'm going on. Fuck that. Let me give you I wrote a list of these motherfuckers down. Fuck that bullshit. Hold up. Oh, there, where's shit at? Man, this is bad, bro. I'm talking about, okay, listen to this shit. First of all, we already said the Pop-Tart Bowl.
I wish I could.
Fuck that, man. Pop-Tart Bowl. You got the LA Bowl, bro. What's the LA Bowl?
It's the Las Vegas.
Fuck that, man.
What's the Las Vegas Bowl?
Find something else.
What's the Las Vegas Bowl?
Find something else with that too.
All right.
Gasparilla. What is Gasparilla? That shit sound like something you put in your tea.
That's a city in Texas.
No. It ain't. It better be changed the name too.
Gasparillo.
The famous Idaho Potato Bowl. That sound like some shit you ordered at the food at a restaurant.
They had that a while before.
Let's stop having it. Let's stop having that shit too, guys. Come on, NCAA. Y'all gotta do better than this shit. Okay, we got the Rate Bowl. Just Rate Bowl.
Rate.
RATE. Rate Bowl.
Okay.
Come on, man. Why are we reaching in the air and grabbing shit? Okay, we got the 68 Ventures Bowl.
And these just like random.
I'd have rather had 69, but that'll leave it.
These ain't just random names. Man.
ReliaQuest Bowl, that's what y'all playing in. Bullshit. They always had this, but I didn't never like it. Duke's Mayo Bowl, I ain't never liked that.
Nasty. That's the worst bowl.
I just don't like that shit.
Man, look, if I was a coach, man, you dump that shit on me if you want.
If you dumping mayo on me, because we just
tub of mayo
call it Kool-Aid Bowl or
instead
something.
of Gatorade that
That's
they
what I'm
dumping.
saying.
Like, that shit be so.
They literally dump a whole thing of mayonnaise.
You got to sit down on stage for it.
That's a spectacle.
Man,
it wouldn't
hell
be
no,
mine.
bro. I
That's
don't
a
want to dump some
spectacle.
Kool-Aid on me or something.
Nah,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Get this mayo.
Hell no, bro.
This
And I'm
mayo.
always going to put Birmingham Bowl up. Take us out of this shit. Because whenever I hear Birmingham, I hear subpar SEC team playing in it. Take us off. The Game Above Sports Bowl.
Don't take us off.
Yeah, I ain't mad
don't
at
do
us
that.
being on there.
Yeah.
Nah, I want the game in Birmingham. Change the name.
No, keep it the
Oh,
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
But call it the Silver Rice Bowl.
No,
Call it the Magic City Bowl.
The hell you
No.
talking about?
Call it the Steel City Bowl.
No.
Shit, call it something better than Birmingham.
Ain't nothing better than the
Call it the
market in
Magic
other
City.
cities.
You know what? Call it the Magic City Classic Bowl.
They might if we call it the Magic City Bowl, they might think it's Atlanta Strip Club.
No, call it the Magic City Classic Bowl.
No.
It's too long.
No. And it's gonna take away from the actual Magic City Classic.
Or it's not just gonna pump it out and give you like they're gonna be like, what you mean? What's the Magic City Classic?
No, you
Man,
can't
fuck
do
y'all.
that.
Y'all hating, man. Be quiet. Then you had the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Get the hell out of here. Bad Boys More Pinstripe Bowl. What the fuck?
That's a lot. Yeah. That's New York.
These ain't real.
And big up, no, bro, this is real. Pull it up. I broke this shit down specifically. And last but not least, but big up to my dog, the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. Big Snoop. And those are your notable bowl names from your boy.
All right, man.
I like those bowls though. I think there's some good matchups.
Yeah, man, it's some good matchups, man. It's just a weird ass name.
And I like that. I like the way that
Crazy, bro. I was sitting there looking at this shit like, man, what the fuck is this?
I like the way that you know how you would have like the Orange Bowl, the Gator Bowl, the Citrus Bowl.
Yeah, you still got all those bowls,
I
so
know-
all
I
those bowls
know.
still exist.
I know, but the thing about it is they're actually doing the week on specific days where you don't have to jump from one game to another or have picture-in-picture going or have 2 different TVs or 4 different
Now
TVs.
you don't have to.
know what
Now
I'm
they're gonna
saying?
double
So-
up bowls. The bowls will start doubling on Saturdays. That's the only time you're Saturday because they're not gonna
And
double
they
them on
still
the
ain't gonna double up. They still gonna have some distance between them.
Gonna tail end of it.
One might start at halftime of the other. You
But I hate
feel
they
me?
doing that. One start at 6, one start at 6:30 shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or one start at
But
6:30, one
like
start
I
at
said though,
7:30. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like the fact that they're making it more convenient for you to watch more of one game. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By us working the way we work, we'll be able to see one by that 3 o'clock and then get off, go and see another one around about 7. You feel me? 7:30.
Yeah.
So that's cool for me.
Yeah, because I know the good games, most of the good games going to be 7 o'clock because they're going to be prime time games, stuff like that. So you don't really worry
Well,
about
other than what C-Murda was saying, that you're going to have a day where you're going to have 3 of them. And that's all to just make the bracket go a little faster.
Those games ain't going to touch each other, though. Like those,
I know they ain't going to touch
you know
each
what
other,
I'm saying?
but I'm
Probably
just saying, though.
start at noon or
12, 3, and then a 7,
7,
something like that.
Yeah, because there's other bowls.
Back-to-back, same channel.
Because they'll put all 3 of those games on one day because they're going to have other bowls on those New Year's Day. Because I think the Outback Bowl is still on New Year's Day. And a couple of more bowls are actually on New Year's Day between the 31st and New Year's Day. So you'll still have probably about 4 bowls going on there. So, it's going to get real interesting, man. So, man, if y'all got y'all quick, man, put in a little bit in the comments, man, who y'all think going to win the championship. I have gave my pick of Ohio State. He has not gave me his. I think he is still pondering.
You
your
want
fucking pick?
My pick?
Yes,
I don't have
pick.
I don't have a pick by actually looking at the bracket, but just if you asking me who I think is gonna win and who I'm pulling for,
Right. At least give me that.
Oregon.
Okay. Why? You like Dan Lanning?
Yes.
Okay. Ain't no wrong with that, man. I think they're trying. Big Phil not dropping that check.
I think it's a big difference in the way that they're playing.
Yeah, no doubt. Especially defensively.
And offensively, because they showed me the first time they played Ohio State.
You don't think they've always been struggling?
Well, the passing game, they were struggling when the game first started, and they started running the running backs, the 2-headed running back that they have, and next
number
thing
20 fast is here too.
Right, and it's like you got one that's fast and one that's kind of physical. You know what I'm saying? So it's like boom, 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 boom with that hurry up offense. Next thing you know, not everything's going, but like I say, they're physical on both sides of the trenches. You know,
but
they
susceptible to comeback because they showed me some holes against Penn State. Because when I turned the game, I'm like, okay, this shit over with. I started watching it.
But they let them back in.
I turned back. I'm like, what the fuck? It was like 5 minutes of time. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
So that's my only fear in them. You know what I mean? But I think they have.
But in all fairness, Penn State does have a high-powered offense, and
that 44, that tight end read.
Once you like take your foot off the gas, it's kind of hard to apply pressure again once somebody gets to move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, somebody got to make a play. It's got to be some momentum trigger. So, yeah, you know what I mean? So,
C-Murda.
What's happening?
I'm going to check with you one more game.
Yeah. So, do y'all think that what's the future of the SEC? Do y'all think that it will continue to dominate, or do you think now that the NIL has kind of leveled things out, we're going to see some new dynasties?
I think the SEC go ahead. Well, I think the SEC is going to dominate the way they've been dominating, and I think it might get even worse.
Okay.
Due to the fact that I think because of NIL and the portal, you know what I'm saying, everybody is going to get good to a certain degree.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to hurt us. More so than anything like it did this year, because everybody knows if you're going on what the committee said and you're going on strength of schedule.
And what you look like.
You're supposed to have at least 2 more SEC teams in the playoff.
In the ball, yeah.
But they're trying to be politically correct and fair, and I understand that.
Yeah.
So that's going to make the competition even tougher because everybody knows now, okay, you can't lose no more than 2. So it can't be a doubt in the committee's mind. You know what I'm saying? Because in my opinion, Georgia is where they are because they are the respect. They are the defending national champs. And they have played a tough schedule, and they endured. They won a conference.
So who you think? So you don't think they need to be that
high? No, I do. Okay. I do. I'm just saying that, you know, it should be others that should be up there with them.
Ooh.
I think it should be at least 1 or 2 more.
Okay.
And I know I'm being biased, but if you look at the strength of scheduling, just all sheer strength of scheduling, I think Alabama should have made it over SMU off of strength of scheduling, and you could take your pick on Ole Miss in South Carolina.
Okay, now
please let me add this. We know all 3 of them are whoop at least 4 to 5 of them teams in the playoff right now.
Okay, so let me say this. To answer your question in the beginning, before I tell you that,
Yeah.
I think everything's going to even out because I think it's going to be a legislator's going to try to put a rule in to put a cap. Because right now it's just, shooting bear. He's just, it's okay Correa right now. Mm-hmm. So whoever got the biggest check can run the check and just run it. Right. So they're going to put a cap because the little guy's going to lose because you're going to lose to the Texans. Man, Texas got a damn NIL contract with Texas Lamborghini.
Yeah.
So you get Lamborghinis out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who's saying no to that?
Yeah,
Lamborghini and $8 million. What the hell?
Old boy from Alabama got
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody get Lamborghinis, bro.
That's crazy.
So that's going to...
And not trying to cut you off, just trying to agree with what you just said. You can see it in sports right now.
Oh, yeah,
you know
no
what
doubt.
I'm saying? Because of how a lot of people that have committed early flip real quick at the last minute.
Because
with
it's
no
checks
problem.
getting cut. And a lot of times it's not
That-
about...
that
now,
check.
Now I wouldn't even call it commitments no more. I would just call them pledges.
Mhm.
I pledged this to this
I
because you're not
pledge
committed
my
to it.
allegiance to you.
Yeah, I would call it until something else happens. I would call it a
That
pledge.
first
I wouldn't call it a
check
commitment
comes.
no more. So I think it's gonna tighten up, and you're
It's a
starting to
bidding
see it
war.
now.
Mm-hmm.
But
For sure.
the thing about it is, what the SEC is that we talk about strength of schedule, which is a great. I understand we're gonna play the hardest team because usually we have some of the best competition, but we can't complain about lost games.
You right.
That's what we're starting,
right.
and what we're starting to do is complain
right.
about lost games. No, dog, you had a chance to win the game.
You right.
Just win the game.
You right.
You know what I'm saying? And what we always
And we had some ugly losses.
and we had some ugly losses to some teams. And I heard the guy from the
I shouldn't have
committee
lost to
said this.
Vanderbilt
He said that you
and Oklahoma.
win the games you're supposed to win. Don't lose those. It was a lot of games that were supposed to be won that wasn't.
Mhm.
Like that Vandy win he just brought up. A lot of teams lost to teams that they wasn't supposed to lose to because the SEC, some of these matchups, you could throw the fucking record out. Let's just see who's going to win on the field.
In
And
all
what we-
fairness, though, D. In all fairness, Oklahoma might not because of how depleted they are. But a healthy Vanderbilt team will beat at least 2 of them teams in the
Hell
playoffs.
no.
Man, they'll
No.
beat SMU.
I'm going to tell you something. No, bro.
They'll
no.
beat SMU,
No.
and you know
No.
that game against Notre Dame is a toss-up.
No, I'm not even going to say
You
that,
know
bro.
they'll beat Clemson.
They could probably beat Clemson.
That's 2 right there. I gave you a possible 2.
Clemson will maybe be the only one I maybe say possible. But bro, I'm just being honest with you. Vandy won on pure grit, hard, and I just want to beat your ass because I've been fucking losing and I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what, because
I go
look,
with
what
that.
happened after those wins, they start what? Loss?
But that was more or
So
less
now
because
that loss-
everybody started taking them serious because they beat Big Bad Bama.
Right,
You know
and
what I'm
now,
saying?
and that shows that team wasn't good, you just didn't take them seriously.
Yeah.
Now, that shows that you didn't win the game you're supposed to win. So how am I going to give you credit for that? And then I can't penalize the guys who also made it to the conference championship. That's another thing. They're like, well, why do you get it? And you know you can't lose your ranking either way of your idol. So if you idle that week, you're not going to lose your ranking. That's why at Bama State where they was, and everybody who didn't play in the conference champion didn't move. So you can't lose your ranking. That's why you didn't. So with that being the case, you just got to win the games you got to win. And they
Right.
got to get in Notre Dame into a conference. I don't give a fuck, man.
It ain't fair.
That is not fair, bro.
It's not
and Notre
fair.
Dame is playing the system because your ass is in a conference in basketball because you had to get over there to stay in that damn
But
conference,
see,
that tournament
they
depth.
don't want to do what Texas did.
Shit.
They don't want to get that TV money up.
It ain't about the TV money. You have to split it, but it's just the fact that you don't want to have to start scheduling guaranteed games that will affect you going 9 games, 10 wins.
Not just.
Because, bro, think about this. If they had to
don't
get in the
say
Big 12,
guaranteed games, say guaranteed competition.
yeah, even with
Because now
games.
instead of playing Army and Navy, you're going to play somebody like a Miami and
And the
Florida
reason why I
State.
said guaranteed games is because you have to play a certain amount of these games. See, now you could just schedule whoever you want to schedule as long as you don't lose, and you just say, all right, I'm gonna play Mercer. Next week I'm gonna play Kennesaw State. Next week I'm gonna play UAB. Next week I'm gonna play Lawson State. You can pick who you want to play, and they'll play like Notre Dame. They played one. That's the one game they chose in Texas A&M. You fucked it up. If you beat them, we ain't even having no damn conversation about Notre Dame right now.
All right, we got a few minutes. Let's run through NFL. What y'all got on that?
I'm gonna say NFL. Buffalo looking real suspect to me because Josh Allen, you come up, you come down, you play in snow great, like you went to the University of Snow like a motherfucker, and you can just do it, but you looking very inconsistent. Patrick Mahomes, I don't know what the hell y'all going doing. I don't know if it's Jesus or if it's Lucky Rabbit's foot, but you keep winning. The Lions, Philly, toast to the NFC, AFC.
Wide open. Look like
I'm gonna go with you on that wide open. Nobody's kind of standing out. Everybody kind of goes and plays with week after week.
Right now, the team that's playing the best.
I hate to say this, fucking Pittsburgh. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I hate to fucking say it.
Yeah.
But I'm about to say Pittsburgh in the AFC because
Big up to
Mike Tomlin, man, doing his thing, man. You know, long as he's coach and all that, man.
We're gonna actually see how good they really are this weekend. They got to come to the link and see us.
Y'all got Pittsburgh the weekend?
Yeah,
okay, so they're okay.
That's what's up.
So and that's the big thing with them is they're just playing playoff football now, and that's playing good defense, running the ball, and taking care of the ball. So if you usually do that during the playoffs, man, you usually win a lot of games. Outside of that, man, what you got for the MVP? Who you got? Let me touch on one thing you said earlier. Well, you said something about the AJ Brown and the rift between him and Jalen Hurts. I think it's because of the actual big push that Saquon's getting.
Yeah.
Because now they're looking at Saquon being the savior. And, you know, A.J. Brown has always been your, what you would say, like, X factor outside of your quarterback. You know what I mean? And now it's become like Saquon for MVP.
Well, either
you know what I'm
way,
saying? Now he's like, what about me?
Either way,
you know,
at the end of the day, let's make this Super Bowl run. Like, keep this in mind, AJ. I don't know what the problem is. I'm on the outside looking in. I'm just a big-time Eagles fan, and my thing is everybody knows that you are the number one receiver. Let's ride this gravy train. Like, when people start loading the box and stopping, you know what I'm saying, Saquon, we're going to give you your touches, bro. But, you know, if it's working, let's just try to keep this going. Let's try to make a dynasty. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to do bigger and greater things. Your time gonna come. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, your time was before Saquon.
Yeah, and I think he had a lot of injuries. I think he had injuries and a little
I'm not saying that
I'm
not saying that his
it ain't
time is gone.
He's still young.
I'm
He's
just
like 28,
saying though,
29,
like
that.
Saquon is actually making it easier for everybody else because, be that as it may, because of Jalen not throwing it as much, you're winning, and he's not turning the ball over, which is putting a lot of pressure on the defense. Now the defense is looking better. I mean, it's all one accord, G.
I think that y'all, you know, like I said when you was talking, talking about the rushing game, you know, being that y'all having a great rushing season, I think he's at, 1,500 yards, you know, and I think that's gave y'all a high level and ability to close out games because a lot of his yards are in the second half, and that's actually a good thing where you can have your quarterback kind of lead you through the first, get you through the first half, you know, see your adjustments. Then you're like, all right, let's Saquon bring us on to the house. So that's actually a great thing to get your rushing yard in the second half in the bulk where y'all getting it.
2 games ago, well, it might not have been 2 games ago, but the last time we played at home, we finished the game off because of Saquon, yes, broke a big run, but as soon as we got around about midfield because of his big run, play action came, and we dumped it off to AJ, touchdown. You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, it was 1st and goal, but be that as it may, I mean, I'm just saying, like, me as a Philly fan, I ain't got but 1 Super Bowl, you know, and I've been a fan for a long time. This ain't just no
recent
jump on recently bullshit. Like, I've been there since Cunningham. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. But I fell in love and married them motherfuckers when Donovan got there. You did. Like, it was official like a referee.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
But, like, all I ever wanted was to be like the Steelers. the Cowboys.
Consistent.
I want a dynasty, G.
Yeah, multiples.
I want multiples.
Yeah, I think y'all had
I
some
want to be
sort
in
of
the
a
conversation for like a couple. Yeah,
Y'all had that style.
You did.
But it's a smart, kind of like how Buffalo's was, because it didn't get a win. You know what I'm saying? Like all those.
You did get one.
You know what I'm saying? So
Like-
I'm even gonna pass that. I'm going back to the Donovan McNabb and the Reed with all the multiple NFC Championship runs, but just without a win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I will say that you guys had something.
But I'm excited,
something
D,
close
because
to
it's
it.
going in the right direction due to the fact that if you go back to Andy Reid, we've been in the NFC Championship game. We've been in the conversation of being the best team in the NFC for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Since Andy Reid. So it's like we done been to the
break, just a small.
we done been to the Super Bowl 3 times and we got one out the deal. You know what I'm saying? That's moving in the right direction considering you ain't had shit and you were just known for a defense. You know what I mean? So
If you don't at least get to the Super Bowl, Sirianni out.
I hope so.
I guarantee you that.
I hope so.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I hope we keep Vic Fangio, but we need an offensive-minded coach that knows how to please everybody. Because right now it's like we're one-dimensional. It's either all pass or all run. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a good mixture of both, a nice balance. And the last time we had that was when we went to the Super Bowl and lost to Kansas City. We had to probably, if I ain't mistaken, we had the #1 offense in the NFL, and my defense was top 5. You know, we were bombing on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was getting the bomb. AJ, Devontae, you know, even Dallas.
That's what a
Goedert.
different offensive coordinator. I think. Damn, I can't think.
You
of the
got
guy's
him.
name. Yeah, that's when he came up with that. So yeah. I can't think. Shit. His name on tip of my tongue. Can't say it.
Yeah, I can't
But
think.
but yeah, when he was over
Gannon.
Nah,
he's in
it's a weird, it's a little weird little name. But other than that, I agree with you on that one. I just think that definitely got to shore up the offense because you're looking real inconsistent early, and you get real run heavy in the back end. So that means you have to play from in the.
We
play
start
in
off
front.
very slow too.
Right. And you have to start playing in front. That's the only way you can bring the
That's
run
the
out.
only thing that scares me about playing Detroit, whether it's in Detroit or Philly. We start off slow and hope that our defense can keep us in the game.
So is it a
Then
chance?
we get in the groove as like desperation. You know what I'm saying?
Is it a chance that y'all get home field, or these already like locked?
Yes,
in?
it's a small chance due to the fact that they have to play Minnesota twice, which has the same record as us, 10-2, and they also are still trying to fight to win their division
Okay.
because they're just a game behind. And they have to play Buffalo once, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm hoping that they can at least get 2 losses between now and then because they can lock it up going to the playoffs. They can lock up winning their division if they beat Detroit. Not Detroit, but if Detroit beats Minnesota one time. So it's gonna be tight towards the end.
Yeah, because right now they got y'all. I mean, Detroit, of course, at 1,
Yeah.
Philly 2, Seattle 3,
Seattle
Tampa
playing
Bay.
good ball. Big ups to Geno Smith.
Washington 7, Green Bay 6, and Minnesota 5. Then Kansas City, they got Kansas City 1. Then you'll have a 2-7 matchup with Buffalo and Detroit, a 3-6 matchup with Pittsburgh and the Chargers, and a 4-5 matchup with the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens.
I follow Seth Joyner's podcast, and he was just saying that he thinks that we need to do a little bit more hurry up because that's where we're at our best, So, when we first start out the game and Saquon, just hypothetically speaking, might break one for 15, 20 yards, hurry up, run up to the line.
I think that'll be calling 2 play calls already.
Exactly. I already have at least 3 of them, 4 of them set like a script to get you in the groove, maybe a screenplay to Devontae, maybe, a RPO to Dallas Goedert, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that little slant that we do well with A.J. Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Just get more plays out, man.
Yeah,
I think y'all play a little bit too slow of a pace and gives the team a little bit more chance. And that'll also stop teams from being able to substitute because, like if you run the play and you don't substitute, they can't either.
You know, in all fairness, who's to say this might be the coaching staff playing possum as well? Because, you know, I was one of the ones that was griping and dogging out Nick Sirianni and some of the play calls.
Yeah, it's been terrible.
And the thing about it is, like, we're still winning. He's a winner. He has a winning record as a head coach. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, I just got to support and ride the wave. Fly, Eagle, fly.
Well, there you go.
That right.
Y'all got any last remarks before we get out of here?
What you think about did you do any looking on the recruiting? You know, just had early signing day.
Well, you know, I saw what you were talking about us getting a quarterback.
Keelan Russell.
Yeah. The thing about it is, when it comes to what I've been saying, when it comes to Alabama, yeah, you can get excited about these big name recruits coming. But the thing about it is, by me watching Coach Saban for so long, I know that at the end of the day, you know, just because he might have 5 stars doesn't mean he's going to gravitate to the system. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, yeah, you can get excited about them coming, but I'm kind of disappointed because I see all the big names that are leaving. That
Like
have
who?
done something.
Like leaving, like transfer portal leaving?
Yes, sir.
Like who?
Kendrick Law, Kobe Prentice. It was another guy, I can't think of his name, but it's a couple of like big names. And I don't blame them due to the fact that, you know, we drunk the Kool-Aid. And I ain't got no problem with Hollywood playing. Honest to God, he's a phenomenal talent.
So how you evaluate this
The
season?
thing about it is, you still have to play these other guys. You wing, you know what I'm saying, Hollywood out there. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick Law, I'm quite sure he's not happy with the touches he was getting.
You think
Kobe Prentice, I'm quite sure once he got that concussion, I think it was against Tennessee.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He never came back. I never saw him on the field. And up until then, he was one of those ones that did those underneath routes with Kendrick Law to open up the deep routes for Kobe, Hollywood, and number 5. You dig what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, like I said, I can get excited, but who's to say these cats are going to be ready to, you know what I'm saying, bring something to the table? Like, yeah, we got a lot of big-name recruits coming in at wide receiver, but the thing about it is, they might not be worth putting on the field until 2 years from next season. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think the names they viable. There's a couple of names that there's nobody I'm really thinking about really gonna touch.
But I'm just saying, even as good as Hollywood was, even he wasn't really mature enough to play throughout the whole season.
No, they just started playing for him. Like just like we were talking about Vanny, they took him serious. Usually you don't take, you know, freshman receiver serious, but when he started making plays and doing stuff like that, because I'm going to have to say it, I'm going to be honest with you, without the plays he made here, you got 2 or 3 more losses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because he made some real clutch catches, some real, you know, fantastic plays in moments when you just had to have them. So I will say, you know, he definitely made his thing, but I think a lot of, and this ain't me speaking as an Auburn fan, it's just me speaking as a fan, period. I think a lot of fans got, you know, kind of spoiled. You know what I mean, with the Saban era, you know what I mean? Especially the younger fan, because all they know is winning.
Yeah.
All they know is national championships, Heisman trophies, you know, New Year's Day bowls, playoffs, that's all they know. But they got to look back and see, man, they don't know about the do bowls and all the rest of them coaches that came before that. And they got to know, man, Nick Saban didn't even have a year this good his first season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is the best season.
This is the best season, I think, maybe ever in Alabama history.
Yeah, for a first-time coach.
Right, so you got to
First-year coach.
So think about it. You know, you had an opportunity to go to the playoff, really, if you got it or not.
Yeah.
How many teams out there right now that can say the first year they almost went to the championship? They can't say that. So I just think that, you know, they have to come back to reality.
And it was all in their hands.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's just a couple balls bounced different way. You could have been there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You win the game. I feel like if you win the game with Vince Vander, you're in.
I feel if they win the game against Oklahoma, I think the Oklahoma game was so bad. That's when they were like.
I just think that's what I was going to say. Bad. I don't think it was the loss. I just think the way the loss was. If you had lost that game 21-24 overtime or something because of a play, hey, I don't think you get dropped like that. But when your ass don't score but 3 points and it's the worst you ever played in, I think, in Alabama history, then yeah, you know, that's a lot of things going to take into account on where you move and where you fall. So. Like I said, you know, that's the reason the portal there, and that's why I say we're gonna have a lot of teams, and you're gonna have a lot of even fighting because C teams that's gonna have players that's only gonna stay a year. You know what I mean? Gone because they didn't like the way the touches went. They don't like the way the offense is going. They might not like the coach now because you came in under another regime. Then the coach left. Now you're under another one because a lot of those kids was recruited by Saban. So now they're looking at DeBoer, or whatever his name is, like look at him like he named DuBose. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it works.
Yeah. Before we get out of here, the final four Heisman finalists have been announced.
Okay.
All right. We got Dylan Gabriel, Travis Hunter, Ashton Genty, and Cam Ward.
Okay, first thoughts of it is y'all are haters. Shedeur Sanders. There's usually always 5 people. Should have sent Shedeur Sanders there.
I don't even know who the first guy you named me.
Dylan Gabriel?
Yeah.
Star quarterback for Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon.
Oh, I can see that.
Remember I had him. Remember I told you I had him in my top 5 a couple weeks back.
I can see that because
you know what I mean.
They undefeated
They
too.
undefeated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. Now out of those 4, who your favorite?
My favorite.
Give me your favorite. Who you think you're going to win, and who you, I guess, if it differs, who you actually want to win.
I think Travis Hunter is going to win, and he's deserving. But I want the running back.
Ashton Genty.
I want Ashton Genty.
I sit on the same thing with you. I'm not mad if Travis Hunter wins. I would want Ashton Genty to win, and it's only for one reason. I don't want 2 things to happen. I don't want the kids that go to these programs, and I don't want these programs to suffer because I feel like you guys, because if you don't give it to them after this season, it's going to tell me that those programs don't matter.
The only thing that the only gripe that I got is
that you
this.
have to be in a Power 5 if you put up those numbers.
With me is this. I just wish that they would give it out after the playoff.
Why? It's a regular season award. It's for the regular season. That's the only reason they don't waste it. It's purely for the regular season.
And I understand that, but the reason why I'm saying that is this. I want to see these people perform against other universities and on a bigger stage.
Well, give out a second award then.
I would love to see, how Travis Hunter plays against BYU. I would love to see Ashton Genty run over another team like, you know what I'm saying, in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying, like Ohio State or something.
Right, but think about it. The reason why you'll never do that because you'll have things like this. Travis Hunter's not in the playoffs. So you can't see who going to play against. So all the players that's in the playoff, all the players, usually they are, but usually your Heisman Trophy,
and most of these,
all of the finalists, because it's usually 5. They're usually not all on top teams.
Well, be that as it may, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank y'all once again for tuning in.
Yes, sir.
To another session with your boys D and Elroy and C-Murda.
And like we said, man, click, share, and we definitely want to know what you guys, fill out your brackets, who you got winning. Hey, I say Ohio State. I don't know what the fuck he talking about.
I said Oregon.
That's what I said. I don't understand that. I don't get that shit. But be that as it may, I'm just talking shit. But either be that as it may, man, click, share, follow, man, and let's keep on cutting up, baby.
C-Murda, you got anything?
Nah, man.
Well, as they say, man.
Until next time.
Till next time, man.
Till next time, y'all.
Hey,
Appreciate
we'll see
y'all.
you on the next side.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
100.